Hey guys, welcome to Jay's and JJ's Kitchen. So today we're going to be doing some mustard greens. Stay tuned. Okay, the ingredients for our mustard greens, of course, we have some mustard greens here. We're going to get those cleaned and chopped up, right? We've got ham hocks, a little cooking oil, a little baking soda. I use Lawry's seasoning salt. For mine, it works for me. But you have to, you use, if you like, you slap your mama or whatever your favorite, I guess, vegetable seasonings, I would go with that. I use crushed red pepper, some of the Trappist peppers. I like a little spice with mine, right? We've got black pepper, and we have a little sugar. So these are ingredients, pretty much a simple little recipe that I use basically with all of my greens. If you checked out my collard green video, you'll see it's pretty much seasoned the same way. The only little difference is, I would say, these greens tend to be a lot more tender than collard greens, and it doesn't take as long to cook. So we're only going to start off basically adding very small amounts of liquid, I would say. I'm not going to say water because that's why we got our ham hocks here. We're going to get these boiled and use the broth off of the ham hocks to cook our greens in. That being said, we're going to get started. We're going to get our greens clean, get our ham hocks on, and get those boiling and get them tenderized. We'll be back. All right, guys. So we have our greens cleaned and cut up, a rough cut on them actually, and our ham hocks are finished. So we're ready to pretty much put these in the pot and pretty much wrap this up. So we're going to get our pot going here, setting the power and the temp on this cooker that I have here. And basically, what I start off doing, we're just going to put the greens in because it seems like a lot, and I'm hoping this pot is going to be good. I think it is, because if you know about cooking greens, they will sweat down and you will end up with not much of anything. So that's what we're looking for today, right? I'm going to try to pack these in here, as many as I can. The ones that I can't pack in right now, it is no problem because this is going to cook away real quick and we're not going to have very much in there. But you'll see what I'm talking about. All right. So this is some of our broth that we had off of our ham hocks, right? So like I said, I'm not even going to start with a cupful. I'm just going to put a little bit in there to get this started. And we will go from there. Keep that to the side. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a top on this, let this sweat down, and we'll come back. So just as predicted, as you can see, in a matter of a few minutes there, this is what we have, which is a good thing. We're good. We're going to pack the rest some more in here. I don't know if I can get them all in here or not this go around, but if not, don't worry about it. Give it time. All of them will fit. It's the funny thing about greens. You get a bunch of them or whatever, and you think it's like, okay, I got all these greens to clean and everything and get prepped to cook. And Seems like a lot, but once you get them in the pot, they tend to disappear quick and in a hurry. So that's what we have, and that's why I think I had. Matter of fact, I think this is 5 bunches of the mustard greens that we have here. This is actually 5 full bunches out of the store. They were nice bunches too. The store here, they have some fresh looking greens, and so I got 3, and I'm like, let me go back and get a couple more. So this is actually 5 bunches of greens, and this is what we have right now. And believe me, once this cooks down, we won't even have that. But that's life. That's the life of greens, right? So we get those in. We're going to let those kind of sweat down a little bit. I don't start seasoning until I kind of see what I have to work with as far as the amount of greens that we have. Because you don't want to, okay, it's like, okay, I got a lot of greens, so I got to put a lot of seasoning on them. Nah, just kind of wait until they kind of sweat down and you'll see your amount that you have. And then that's when you do your seasoning. As you can see, they are slowly dwindling away, right? But that's okay. We're about to get to the point to where I can kind of start my seasoning process. And like I said, this is pretty much a standard recipe that I do with all of my greens. So I had about 2 cups of broth. Looks like I used a little bit less than a half a cup on 5 bunches of mustard greens. And so yeah, so it's not going to take much. I mean, this is all the liquid I will add to my pot. I don't like to put a lot of liquid on my greens. I just let them sweat down. So this is pretty much what we'll end up with. So with that, we're going to start our seasoning process. Like I said, there's no method behind my madness. I just pick up the first thing that I grab, right? So this is some black pepper. And I'll go with some crushed red pepper. Some of my Lawry's seasoning salt. Just a bit of sugar. As my mom would say, to knock the bitterness off, right? Now, if any of you guys from the South, you will probably know what I'm saying when I'm saying, because I'm just saying, okay, we're cooking some greens, and in the South, the old school way, they would say we're cooking a mess of greens. So this is our mess of greens that we got here. So we're going to add some baking soda to it. It helps in the tenderizing process. Like I say, with mustard greens, it's not really, they're not that not all that tough. Basically like cooking collard greens. But yeah, I still add that on there because you can see once you do that, it changes the coloring, and it also adds some flavor to it also. So we got us the vinegar that was left on my peppers here. Got us a couple of peppers in there. Give this a quick stir here, get everything mixed up. Like I said, this is our starting seasoning, right? And we'll come back and check it, and if we need to add something to it, we will do that. So like I say, just kind of get your pot going first, and you can come back and you check your seasonings, and you can add whatever you need to it. Oh yeah, something else with greens. Like I say, I'm a fan of smoked ham hocks. Some people like smoked turkey. My mother did not eat meat, so what she would cook for us, she would use the smoked ham hocks. However, the greens that she would cook for herself, she would season those. Well, season, or she would put butter in hers. So butter, it works well if you are trying to stay away from protein based or meat based, right? Just put a little oil in there. Because you can, like I say, matter of fact, I think I will add a little butter to it to give it that buttery flavor. Now you see what I'm talking about as far as the greens that we started off with and what it looks like we're going to end up with. Not much at all, but it's cool. That's what comes with greens, right? So here, I'm going to turn this down to low heat and basically let this finish cooking and simmer. So I'm going to add some more flavor to it, just like this. And we're good. So we're going to let this simmer. I'll try to get a time on that and let you know how long. It doesn't take long, like I say, with mustard greens to tenderize. So maybe 20 minutes or so, but we'll check on that and let you know. Okay, guys, so here we have our finished mustard greens. Yeah, I know everybody's gonna say, that don't look like what you were had in the pot. And you are absolutely correct. I'll explain what I did, what happened. The same day I bought the greens, I saw a Napa cabbage in the store. So I'm like, okay, I want to try this. And so I cooked the cabbage by themselves, and it was actually really good. And since our greens, it wasn't very much as far as when it cooked down, like you guys, like I showed you guys, right? So what I did, and this is this is how my brain works. So I mixed some of the cabbage with the greens, and it is outstanding. That just so I'm like, okay, I'll put it on the plate and show you guys what I ended up with. So there's our greens with the twist. But you guys got the recipe of how to cook the mustard greens. Okay. Thanks for watching.